Good morning and welcome to Cuan Wildlife Rescue. This morning I'm going to show you around the hospital so you can see a little of what we do.
Making our way into reception. If you have an animal, this is where the animal will be taken from you. You can also see we have cameras on most of our pens in the back of the hospital that can be viewed from reception on our TV screens. And then this is where we go into the hospital. Now we are entering into the hospital area. Here you can see lots of different paperworks. This is literally for all the animals that are currently here. These are all the enclosures, so we have like the bat flight, swan area, hutches and 20 hog pens. So all of the animals that are in those enclosures had to have their paperworks attached to the relevant clipboard. So here we have our admissions board, which is nice and empty at the moment. This here is our vet room. As you can see, we work very closely with Chris Woodruff from Severn Edge at Bridge North. We're very lucky to have this room also with an anaesthetic machine here, which obviously he can use to perform any procedures that are needed to be done here. Very important, a lot easier than what it was when we used to be in the town, where we used to literally have to box up the animals and take them along to the surgery in Much Wenlock. Here we have the bird room, and here we go. So here we have the bird room. Generally this time of year tends to be more garden birds than anything. So I've got a mixture of thrush, blackbird, pigeons, I always have pigeons, and so here brings me round to my incubators, which you'll get to see some of the feeding and things that I do later. So look at these faces. So these are all hand-reared sparrows that I've been looking after. So very poorly blackbird and like that. And in this one, again, I've got a bit of a mixture. A little dunnock there. I have a cute moorhen and a little pheasant chick. Bit of an assortment, but they absolutely adore each other. Another little dunnock there. This is my Swift tub. I'll just lift this gently, and so you can see I've got quite a lot at the moment. I do actually have some very small nestlings in my incubator, but these are all doing really, really well. So that's those, and again I've got some doves and things here with a few pigeons. I also have some ducklings. I don't know how well you can see down here. See if I can just open it up a bit. So yeah, some little ducklings. Down here you can see the little shell duck there. Beautiful duck. So, and up here we have house martins, if I can get it to focus properly. So lots of house martins. I did actually get to release about 12 yesterday, but these still not quite flying yet, so they have their feeds approximately every hour at the moment. So yeah, it's a very busy room in here. And here I have my nestlings incubator, and in here it's a little bit full at the moment, as I'm sure you can imagine. So we have blackbird nestlings, there's a little dunnock nestling here, a little swallow, various little ones hiding away and sleeping, little dove squab and pigeon squabs. So yeah, feeding time for these is generally sort of every quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. For the pigeons it tends to be sort of every half an hour to an hour. So this incubator can be quite time consuming, but very rewarding. You can see my second incubator. So in here I have some blackbird fledglings. There's one there and one there. And hiding there is a thrush fledgling with some little sparrows in here too. These are all doing really well. They probably will be moving out of here in a day or so and going into one of the little boxes that I have here, that just gives them a little bit more freedom. So hopefully they should be moving either today or tomorrow. So coming out of the bird room now into the hallway, this is our animal kitchen where we keep all of our food storage. It looks very plentiful right now. We've had some wonderful donations from many of our followers with all the hedgehogs that we have in at the moment, the badgers and foxes and things. This food is so needed and is used up very, very quickly, but thank you to all of those that have helped with this. So in our animal kitchen here, like I said, all of the food is stored here in all different tubs, ready for all the very, very varied species of animals that we deal with here. All our fridges and freezers are here also, along with, this is just some of the bowls, all the different sizes of bowls and things that we need for the animals. From here we then go to the washroom, the laundry room, which yes is always a very busy room, a much needed room. You know, we always like to have nice clean bedding for our animals, so it's something that's constantly working. From here we then have the mammal room. Of course, a lot of the animals in here, we have got quite a lot of hedgehogs at the moment, so of course a lot of those are asleep, so I can't really show too much at the moment. So jackdaws do have a barn. Young hedgehogs here at the moment. Our incubators in both rooms actually are working very hard. This poor hedgehog was actually found about an hour or so ago running across a road, clearly not well at all. He's now resting in the incubator. We've got hoglets all fast asleep as they should be. You can see just the extent of all the hedgehogs and everything in here at the moment. It is a very, very busy room. Over here we've got some juvenile magpies. So it's sunny in here. So yes, he's looking for food. So yeah, these are all hedgehogs, and so they're all a lot of them are asleep. This is a very busy room a lot of the time. I think that this time of year is probably the only time that the bird room may well exceed this room. But there we go, that's the inside of here. So from the mammal room we then have what we class as our back pens. This area down here, we have 5 different pens. So as you can see down through here, down through a long corridor, and you can always feel a distinct temperature difference down here. So we have these rooms. That we have inside, and they do have access to an outside if needed. So these rooms can be actually used for many different creatures giving whatever enrichment is needed. There's polecats in here actually at the moment. That's just the size of the rooms there. They're good sized rooms that again can be adapted to anything. Then as we come down through the back of the hospital here, this is an area, this is like an overflow area really, and certainly if we have hedgehogs that we perhaps need to keep a close eye on once they've just come out of the hospital room, or maybe this time of year we do actually have lots of mummy hogs with their hoglets, so it's a nice quiet area for them too. The second part of the virtual tour of Cuan Wildlife Rescue, I'm bringing you outside now just to show you around some of the aviaries and enclosures here. So at the first one here, I've actually got mainly pheasants in here, ones that we had from very tiny little chicks. They very soon are going to be released, so this aviary will become free again for some of my small birds that I have plenty of at the moment. That aviary there isn't in use at the moment. I'm just going to drop my voice a little bit. Coming to an aviary here, you'll see that we've got two owlets growing nicely. Just move that a bit. So they're looking really well. I think one's going to disappear off again in a moment, but yeah, that's the house. I leave that to be. So coming up from there, we then have our first set of hog pens, our hedgehog pens. This one here was the very first one that we had. We really thought that maybe 10 hog pens would be enough for us here, but we quickly had to go on to have a second lot of 10 hog pens made, which we'll see in a moment. This is our new enclosure, so this is our waterfowl enclosure. You can see the grass has now come up lovely, and we hope to put in some of our young cygnets in here very shortly. Obviously the pool will be cleaned and filled, and yeah, they're going to have a great time out there. Really pleased with that enclosure, really nice. So coming up here we have our Ludlow aviary, which is actually our bat aviary, or our bat cave as we like to call it. We do have one in here at the moment, but you can't really, no you can't, there's no way that you can actually see in. So this is one of our large aviaries here, which has a load of wood pigeons in. We always have wood pigeons, so yeah, they have a nice big aviary there. This is our 7 aviary, and in here I have got wagtails and blue tits, and I have bullfinches, and yes, they too will be being released shortly. That one's currently not in use. So here, this is just one of our small little duck pens here. So I'm just going to let out some of our ones that we've got in here. So they come out during, excuse me, during the day, and obviously they're closed up at night for obvious reasons. So I just open this up. Oh, a bit stiff this morning. There we go. So you can actually see, I don't know if you can see in there very well, but we've actually got some shell ducks in there that are growing nicely. They're all doing really well. I'll leave them be. So that's just one of our duck pens that is in use at the moment. The other one we have been giving a bit of a rest to, so grass is coming back up. So this is our swan pool At the moment we've have got our young cygnets in here, and with some of our young goslings, and we're having a bit of a preen this morning. So they're actually going to be moved from here. As you can see, this area here is also quite exhausted, so they're going to be moving from here maybe today, but certainly in the next day or so, into the new waterfowl enclosure. So they'll be the first ones to go in. The ducklings that you can see, they're quite big now, they're actually going for release also. But yeah, they're all doing well, enjoying a bit of dry weather today. So now, so you can, looking down from here actually, you can see obviously all the aviaries that we have here, and they can all be adapted for whatever birds we have in. All the ducklings are deciding to come out now, so bless them. They're lovely. We've had so many this year, it's definitely been a duckling season. So coming up round here, there you can just see that's one of our new additions. Last year actually we had this big raptor flight. Now this can be split into two, which it currently is. So we have a bird of prey in the left hand side and corvids in the right hand side, and that is completely split down the middle. But the doors themselves can be opened up fully should we want the whole flight for a bird of prey. So this is our second hog pens, so another 10 here. So let's see if we can sort of show you inside what we tend to have. So they have a very, very smart hog house, and obviously their food area. So this tends to be one of the last areas that hedgehogs will be in before they either go back home where they came from, or onto another release site. So walking up to, we've actually got foxes in one pen and badgers in another. So I'm just going to drop my voice again. I know some of the foxes have been out. I don't know if you can, I can keep seeing little heads. I don't know if you can see. You see that little head there? Just being slightly nosy of what I'm doing. Ooh, there's two people watching us. So these cubs that we have in here, we've had from all of them. We've had actually from very small. They've done fantastically well, and they actually are going off to their release site too. They've disappeared now. So that's the foxes. So we'll go round to the badger area. Let's see. Now they should be fast asleep in their bed, so we'll go and see if they. Let's go and have a look. Their pen doesn't look as tidy as it did the last time I did a video in here. Lucky little monkeys. I'm just going to drop my voice. There we have sleepy badgers. Oh, lots of sleepy badgers. I'll just pop that down again. Oh, look at that face. Bless. So, that actually concludes everything that we have outside here. I hope you've enjoyed it, and look forward to hearing from you all soon.